Good morning, welcome to my writing life. Today, I'm gonna give you my top 5 strategies for busting through writer's block. So let's get to it. Number 1, journal about your life. Often writer's block is a result of mentally and emotionally overwhelming issues that you have going on in your life. And here's the thing, life is loud and busy, and we don't typically have time to keep tabs on exactly what's going on inside of ourselves at all times, which makes sense. We got things to do. If you find yourself stuck in your book, odds are there's something there. Take a little time, do some journaling. Whatever the issue is, once you've journaled about it and you have it in front of you where you can solve it, you'll be able to get back to writing. Number 2, are you really not writing? I used to have social media, and at that time, I would write really long posts in the forums and pages that I was a part of. Now that I'm not on social media, I have a tendency to write excessive emails that really don't need to be as long as they are, or a gazillions of text messages to my friends who probably really don't need to read that much detail about my life. The truth is, I am a writer, and whether I like it or not, I end up writing because I just have that itch. I find that if I'm not working on my story, I end up pointing my fingers in a really useless direction rather than at my book. The thing that sucks about this is that it's really easy to fall into, and it's kind of annoying to climb out of. It means I'm still writing. It's a lot easier to turn a ship that's already in motion. I know we've all heard that overused cliche a million times, but it's true. And if you find yourself in this position, it's great to know that you're not completely starting a cold engine from scratch. Number 3, review your progress. Somewhere in your life, you have had a victory on this issue. Now, it might have been coming up with the idea that you want to be a writer, maybe you outlined, maybe you just generated an idea, or heck, perhaps you've even written a couple of chapters. Whatever it is, even if it's not going at the pace you'd like, there's still something there to celebrate. So take a look back at what you've already done, and take a moment to celebrate that accomplishment. When you do that, you'll find it's very easy to take some of that energy and turn it into momentum for writing your work. Speaking of enjoyable stuff, I really enjoy making these videos. If you enjoy them too, go ahead and boop the like button. Number 4, interdisciplinary creativity. When I'm stuck, nothing unsticks me faster than going to a different creative outlet. When I can't write, I sew, or I bake, or I go play in my garden. Dog, please stop moving around. What? I know he's a distraction, just his smell, his presence makes the frogs leave me alone. Something about the process of being surrounded by a form of beauty and taking part and engaging in the process of bringing that beauty about, nothing gets me unstuck faster when I am stuck than spending a little time in a different creative outlet. For example, last week, I had a short story that I needed to get done on deadline in a hurry. I got as far as cutting out 2 pattern pieces before I was unstuck and ready to start writing again. It might be beneficial for you to switch it up, engage in some other form of creativity, and get back to writing. Number 5, rant to your novel. My last strategy for you today is to sit down and open a Word document and just start ranting to your novel about your novel. I will yell at my characters and tell them why I hate them and why I think they're doing everything wrong. I'll complain about my plot and find out why I think it sucks and why I'm judging it. And then inevitably one of 2 things happens. I will either identify some legitimate story problems that I need to solve before I can continue moving forward with the story, or I will somehow seamlessly transition into just writing the chapter itself. I don't know why those things happen, but they do. It's happened so many times at this point that I've come to rely on it as a strategy for breaking through writer's block, and you could too. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I really hope that these tips work for you, and I'll catch you next time. Bye! I am really done with this conversation. I don't even live near a wetland. Ugh. We just need to make sure he leaves instead of goes. Damn it! Here he comes. There he goes. There he goes.